welcome to LMC Varsity Sports along with Ian Sachs. I'm Rob Moretti here at the gym at Rhinebeck High School for Senior Day for the girls basketball team. They'll be playing Dobbs Ferry. The Panthers come in 8-8, Dobbs Ferry 10-5. Ian, both these teams only have a couple of games left in the season. A lot is at stake playoff-wise in today's matchup.
Well, definitely both of them should be making it to the playoffs, but it's all about seeding now. And, you know, right now, Rhinebeck's looking at about a 13 seed, so they definitely want to move up, and nothing more than the seniors would want to do, get a win, help their playoff opportunities with a win on senior day.
Dobbs Ferry on the other side, they're 10-5, like I just said. They're projected somewhere around a 5 seed again with a couple of games left. Things are a bit volatile in Section 1 Class B, but Dobbs Ferry looking for a win too. They want to try to get a little bit higher.
Oh, certainly, because then if they get a top 4 seed, then they have the quarterfinals at home, which is certainly a big plus. You want to be playing in front of your home fans with a chance to get to the county center.
And with that, we'll be right back with the Senior Day ceremony, followed by the opening tip-off next on LMC Varsity Sports.
We actually want to recognize our seniors. So first I'm going to call them out on the court, and then we have a couple of things to say about them. Juliet DeRico. Lindsay Waller. Yohabet Tahita. Lauren Valarelli, Alessia Panetta, Kayla Puglisi, and Shannon Lagori. I'm going to be handing the microphone over to the underclassmen in a moment, but before I do, I want to thank the parents for all those early morning wake-ups and driving them to practice before they could drive, and delaying vacations or having those vacations end a little early so that they could be here. I also just want to thank you for your daughters. It's been a lot of fun over the course of the last 1, 2, 3, or 4 years, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Now the underclassmen.
We talked about this game all season, but it's hard to believe that it's actually here. It's a bittersweet moment. We are all proud of your accomplishments on and off the court, but it's hard to see you guys leave. As captains this year, you showed us great leadership and have grown as a team and as individual players. From watching you guys play, we all learned to be strong and confident in ourselves and our skills. You guys are amazing athletes and have put so much effort these past 4 years. You all deserve all the success we've had this season. We are lucky to have great guys, but we are lucky to have you guys as teammates, but also as friends. Not only do you guys make contributions to the team as a group, but also as individuals.
Yoha, even though you just came to the program this year, we feel like you have been here forever. You were able to fit into our family so easily, and we can't imagine the season without you. You truly embody everything a basketball player should be. We know to expect the unexpected while watching you play because it seems like you have a new move every game. Your constant encouragement when your teammates are down is so helpful, and we are very thankful. It is hard to believe that you have only been a part of this program for 3 months because of how close we feel to you. As a captain, you are approachable and very positive. Whenever we are down, you are so understanding and are there to lift us up. From the moment you stepped onto our court, it was easy to see that you would be a major contributor to our team. We hope that this season was everything that you wished it would be. We'll miss you next year.
Kayla, what stands out about you is your passion for the game. It is easy to see you are always giving your 100% no matter what the situation is, which encourages others to step up their game. Your intensity at camps and at practice makes us all want to play even more, and we do not want to just call you grumpy, you are very encouraging to others when they need it, and the only reason you get upset is because you care so much. Your relationships with everyone on this team shows in the court. You are able to work with everyone in any circumstance. Your aggressiveness and arguments with the ref, which have gotten better this year, show that you only want the best for our team. You are willing to do whatever it takes to make us come out on top. It is going to be different next year without hearing all your sarcastic remarks and bickering with Dez. We're going to miss you so much.
Alessia, on and off the court, you're constantly cheering and motivating others to work hard, which is not surprising considering how hard you work. During the times you get distracted, you remind us to be focused. This isn't because you're trying to be a stickler, and we know that, it's just because you see our potential to be the best. However, at the same time, you're so enthusiastic and are so much fun to be around. On the court, you're a key part of our defensive game. You're outstandingly aggressive and incredibly fast. This makes you a very dependable player. Your hard work is admirable and always present, which pushes others. Even at practice, you give more than 100% and not let anyone else give less. We believe that your dedication to this team has helped us get to where we are this season, and we thank you for that. We're going to miss you so much next year. It'll definitely not be the same.
LaGuardia, also known as Shannon. When we think about you, we think about all the great memories we have created. Your mood is so uplifting, it makes us all feel so comfortable around you. We know it is cheesy to say, but your smile is contagious. You are a great captain, friend to talk to about basketball, and you have got stuff off of the court. In reference to on the court, your foul shots are so consistent, and we can always depend on you to make them in less than 30 seconds in the foul shot run, yet you are so modest. Not only are your shots consistent, but your heart is too. You know what we mean. If you don't know what it means, we are saying that you never give up, and when you play, it is always with a lot of passion. You also take advantage of every second that you have on the court, and it shows through your hard work. Thank you for being such a big part of this team. We are going to miss you so much next year.
Lauren, it is hard to imagine how the season would have gone without you. Even though we need you on the court because you make almost every shot, you're also an important friend. You're always so encouraging and genuinely care about everyone on this team. We love talking to you because you make us feel comfortable and forget about everything stressful going on, but at the same time, you know when to keep us focused. You have a great sense of humor that makes us all laugh, and you never seem upset, which encourages us to be as strong as you are. On the court, you play just like one of the big girls, even though you're not. You're always determined to work hard in any situation, and we can count on you for being the first one back on defense. Your fearlessness and independence proves that you are great without the help of anyone else. We're going to see so much next year, especially your air balls.
Juliet, as a captain on this team for the past 2 years, your leadership has gotten us to where we are today. It would not have been the same without you. You always know how to make everyone laugh, but at the same time you know when to keep us focused. You always work so hard no matter what the situation is, and your determination to get what you want motivates others. On the court, you are always there to pick us up when we're down, which gives us courage and makes us feel more comfortable playing. This trait also shows off the court. As a captain, you are very approachable and supportive. It's so easy to see that everyone looks up to you. You are so comfortable when you play. Your calmness keeps us together. Your passion for the sport is contagious, and it makes us want to love the game just as much as you do. It is not going to be the same without you next year. Thank you.
Lindsay, we don't know where to begin, but here we go. Not only as a captain, but as a person in general, you're extremely approachable. We know that if we have a problem about anything, you'll be there for us with sincere advice. It is so obvious to us how much you care about this team. You selflessly put us before everything, and it means so much to us. We are grateful to have such an amazing captain like you. On and off the court, you are a rock. Everything you do is for this team, and is with your 100% effort. Your intensity is yet another example of how much you care about us. We know that no matter how hard you are on us, you just want the best for us. We know we have mentioned it 100 times how much you care about us, but it stands out so much, and it's what makes you an unforgettable teammate. Your motivated personality is also reflected on the court, which inspires everyone not to give up. You have truly made such a mark on this team and the program. We're going to miss you so much. You'll always be my Lorelai. I love you so much.
These 7 girls are going to go down in Rhinebeck basketball history as one thing: legends.
We're back ready for tip-off. Rhinebeck wins it. It was Lindsay Walker who took the tip. Puglisi drives to the basket. A little too strong. Walker trying to get the rebound, cannot. Going back the other way with Dobbs Ferry.
Well, you saw on that play that Rhinebeck was able to get inside. If they can utilize the paint, they should be able to put some of those buckets in.
Dews puts it up, no good. Rebound picked up by Tejeda. She tries to force the action. Valarelli bobbles it. Tejeda gets it back, puts it up, no good. And that one will roll out of bounds off of Dobbs Ferry. Rhinebeck possession about 32 seconds in.
And Rhinebeck has been able to penetrate this Dobbs Ferry defense, just haven't been able to score any points so far.
Quick inbounds play, too strong from Valarelli. Rhinebeck. Valarelli comes up with the partial steal, then Tejeda finishes it. Rhinebeck will set up the half-court offense here. Tejeda inside. Valarelli put it up, no good. Rebound by Emily Bowl.
And really interesting by Rhinebeck that they've been getting the shots they want. They just haven't been able to connect.
That one no good. Offensive rebound. Bowl puts up another, that one off the back iron. Almost had her own rebound. It's saved by Molly Altholz from going out of bounds.
Dobbs Ferry's really liked taking these perimeter shots.
Great steal there by Tejeda. Puglisi almost lost it. Rhinebeck will set up. Puglisi nowhere to go. She drives in and is fouled. First foul of the game. I thought that was on the floor, but it looks like they're going to get her as a shooting foul.
Well, I think she was starting to go up for the shot there, and again, we see Rhinebeck's aggressiveness paying off and finally able to get on the scoreboard there.
Puglisi makes her first. That's the first point of the game, 1-0. Minute and a half in.
It's a start.
And Puglisi 2 for 2.
So finally, Rhinebeck, after several close shots not falling for them, they go to the free throw line and get the 2 points.
Dobbs Ferry having to break the press here. Three put up by Bull, and it's good.
And Dobbs Ferry is really falling in love with taking those outside shots. Finally getting one to fall there.
It's Puglisi.
And now we see Rhinebeck looking to attack this zone defense.
Puglisi puts up a three. That one just a bit too strong. Walker picks up the rebound. Her attempt no good. And Dobbs Ferry, that's Juliet Dews. I think that was a foul called. And Dobbs Ferry will have the inbounds pass.
And that's a bad foul to commit there. You're 80 feet from your own basket. Let them bring it up.
Both teams one foul. Three put up by Altholz. That one no good. Dorico on the rebound.
And Dobbs Ferry again settling for the long range shot. Try to work it inside and then the three will open up.
Walter Back out to DeRico. All 5 starters for Rhinebeck, seniors.
2 more seniors still on the bench for Rhinebeck. Set 7 in this senior class.
DeRico out to Tejeda, puts up the 3, and it's off the back iron. Walter had the rebound, couldn't get the shot up, and a jump ball is the call. And it'll be Dobbs Ferry's ball.
The Panthers really taking advantage of their size inside. We see on that offensive rebound right there, but still unable to come away with points.
That one tipped by Tejeda, kept in by Bowl. Nice pass inside. That was Fanning with the 2. 5-2 Eagles.
And you see Rhinebeck finally gets the ball inside, and they get 2 points for it.
And fortunate there, Puglisi was fouled, close to stepping out against the press. They'll get another try at it.
That was Ball on the foul there.
Goes long for Tejeda, connects into the front court. Walter blocked on the jumper by Fanning. Another jump ball. This one will be Rhinebeck's.
And that's the second time that Walter's been blocked down there. Pump fake. And you go up and swoop around the defender.
Inbound under the hoop to Tejeda, gets blocked. Another jump ball. How about that?
Frequently, we'll only see jump balls at the start of each quarter. Now it's already been 3 tie-ups so far in the first 4 minutes of this game.
Tough pressure, no foul. Puglisi with the steal.
Rhinebeck doing a very good job on their pressure defense and forcing that turnover there.
Puglisi for 3. Fell down, no call. Walter picks up the garbage. She's got 2. And it's a 1-point game. Blocking foul after the inbound pass.
And Walter's size there really helped her. She was able to jump over the Dobbs Ferry player, trying to box her out, and gets the putback for the 2 points and cutting the lead to 1.
Dobbs breaking the zone press. Altos puts it up, bouncing around, no good. Offensive rebound by Dews. They'll reset. Inside, outside passing. Altos puts it up, no good. Rebound is another jump ball. Rhinebeck ball.
That was a beautiful job by Dobbs Ferry on the offensive rebound, swinging it around, getting a quality shot, just couldn't hit it.
Long baseball pass, Treza intercepts. Altos looking for somewhere to go, goes out to Dews. Perimeter shot by Bowl, no good. Rebound by Altos. This is Dews. Quick ball movement by Dobbs Ferry. That could have been a travel, and that is what the call is.
And Dobbs Ferry, even though they've only gotten 2 buckets so far in this game, their ball movement, as you just said, Rob, is really spot on today.
DeRico into the front court. Dangerous pass to Puglisi, but able to set up. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Fortunate that Puglisi stepped over the half-court line before catching that
Tejeda
pass.
puts it up. She was fouled. But she'll go to the line for 2. So one of the other seniors, Alessia Panetta, has checked in. That was about a minute ago. Lauren Valarelli getting a break.
I sense a heavily senior-laden lineup today from Coach Kathy Toolin.
Just a bit too strong on the first attempt by Tejeda. Makes the second, and we're tied up.
Big shot there to knock the game at 5.
McCarthy puts up a 3. No good. Puglisi handles the rebound. Dobbs Ferry, a lot of outside shots.
Yeah, I don't know how much of it is the Rhinebeck zone working well or Dobbs Ferry just settling for those outside shots.
Puglisi drives in, no foul. Tejeda picks up the loose ball. It looks like they got her for a travel.
They did. I mean, she did shuffle the feet. A little contact there, but they got her with the steps first.
2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Treza puts it up. No good. Offensive rebound and a foul as Dews absorbed the contact.
And that's the second on Tejeda, I believe.
Third team foul. Both teams actually dead even. 5 points, 3 team fouls, and all 6 timeouts remaining.
Wow, so
couldn't be a lot more tied than that.
No.
Dews puts up the 3, and they're tied no more.
And just as we were saying, the tie no more. Beautiful shot there, knocking it down.
Panetta to Puglisi. Puglisi puts it up, trying to draw a foul, and just going to be an air ball out of bounds. Lauren Valarelli checking back in for Yoabet Tejeda.
Looked like the ball might have gotten a little tipped on the way up there, but the ref didn't see it, so we're coming back the other way.
Fanning puts it up too strong. Picked up by Shannon Ligori.
And so Dobbs Ferry finally starting to take some inside shots, but not hitting them.
Puglisi. Shot clock down to 10. The lower side for Ligori, puts it up long. No good. Rebound by Juliet Dews. Eagles pushing the action. Quick pass to get tangled up. McCarthy peels off. Bull puts it up. No good. Gets her own rebound. Second attempt, no good. Third attempt on the rebound by Treza is good. And Dobbs on a little 5-0 run here.
Well, Dobbs on that play was able to get into their offense before the Rhinebeck zone D was set.
Shannon Ligori with the pull-up shot. Back to a 3-point game. Dobbs breaking that press quickly, but they get it for steps. Basket would have been no good anyway. Looks like Coach Eric Bartel wants a timeout. 31.1 seconds to go first quarter. 10-7 Dobbs Ferry in front of Rhinebeck. We'll be right back. Panthers ball coming out of the timeout. DeRico almost got stripped, puts it up just a bit too strong. Goes out of bounds, will stay with Rhinebeck. Emily Bull thought it was off the Panthers. She let it go.
And that's the cardinal sin in basketball. You have to stop the basket. I mean, she goes coast to coast all the way to the hoop. Fortunate for Dobbs Ferry that she didn't make the layup.
Jumper from DeRico, good for 2. It's a 1-point game. Shot clock off, 13 seconds in the quarter. Stolen by Puglisi. Rhinebeck has the ball with 7 seconds. This is Panetta. Now DeRico with 4. Valarelli with 2 seconds. Puts it up, and it's good.
Wow. Clutch shot there by Valarelli to put Rhinebeck up by 1 heading into the second quarter.
Yeah, 6-0 run. They were down 10-5. Really the last minute and a half. Just making all the plays.
And it looked like that timeout there by Dobbs Ferry. He called it, and it worked against him because right there you see the Panthers out of that timeout scoring the 2 buckets and taking the lead.
Well, an exciting finish of the first quarter. We've got 3 more left, so don't go anywhere. You are watching girls basketball from Rhinebeck on LMC Varsity Sports.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, Rhinebeck holding a 1-point lead over Dobbs Ferry. Start of the second quarter, Ian Sachs alongside Rob Moretti, and Dobbs Ferry starts the quarter off with the ball as you have Dews with the ball at the top now. And they work it inside, swing it back out for 3, off the iron, no good. McCarthy, and the Panthers come away with the rebound.
all the momentum in the Panthers' favor right now. Fantastic finish to that first quarter.
As a beautiful steal there by Altos, comes away with it and then draws the foul from Panetta? I think from Panetta. So Dobbs Ferry again with the ball, 30 seconds in. As you have Altus at the elbow, passing it off for Fanning. Another jump ball, Rob. Rob, we've been seeing this all day. It's been jump ball after jump ball.
Yeah, jump balls seem to be feast or famine in high school basketball. You'll either maybe see one a game or you'll see 10 to 15. Yeah, this looks like one of those 10 to 15 days.
Yeah, so far, I believe maybe 3 or 4, as Puglisi down low throws it but passes right into Dews, who starts the fast break. And that's Altus who puts up the shot, no good, and Panetta comes away with the rebound.
Fortunate for Rhinette because they were beat getting back on defense. I think Dobbs had like a 4-on-2 there for a few seconds.
Well, we've been seeing it looks like Rhinette's been getting a little slow with getting back on their pressure D, so fortunate that didn't turn into points. As that shot's off the mark by Valarelli. Bringing it back the other way is McCarthy. Brings it back out for Dews. Dews at the top of the key now. Over to Adona, who finds Altus. Now back to Dews, who puts up a shot at the free throw line. No good. She gets her own rebound, though. And Adona is fouled.
It's the 15th foul on Rhinette, so pretty soon those will start turning into 1-and-1s. At this, 1:40 into the second quarter, no one scored a point.
Yeah, well, we see that defense, but there's the 3 from Altus, no good. And coming away with the rebound is Valarelli. Brings it back the other way. Gets a screen from Puglisi. And now tries to take it herself, loses a dribble, and there's another jump ball.
Yeah, it might be the 6th one we've seen, something like that.
You really begin to wonder, 2 minutes into the quarter, 2 jump balls, no points.
Well, it's the points that matter, not the jump balls.
And Adona brings it and draws the foul. Looks like they'll get Walter on the foul there. And that's number 6 on Rhinette now. So Rob, one more and Dobbs Ferry's in the bonus.
Yeah, and that might be the way they score points this quarter. They're settling for a lot of these outside looks.
As Altus finally gets a bucket, and there we go, breaking the point-scoring drought of the first 2 minutes of the quarter, as now Dobbs Ferry takes the lead.
And it was a bucket inside. They've been doing well picking up offensive rebounds. Might as well get it in there and see what you can do.
As Puglisi puts up a wild shot, but Walter's right there for her 4th points of the game. And now Rhinette's back on top. Dobbs Ferry right there. McCarthy puts in the nice moves to the basket.
How about Dobbs? 6 different point scorers and nobody with more than 3.
Well, everybody who's scored has 1 and only 1 bucket. Puglisi looking for something, finds Walter, cross-court pass, and now over to Valarelli, whose shot goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Rhinette.
I think that one might have gone off of Dews.
Rhinette stacking it up at the free throw line. And of course, there we go, another jump ball.
That one I'm not too sure about. I thought Walter had pretty good possession of that one, but clearly this officiating crew likes to go with the jump ball call.
As that one is blocked for Valarelli. We come back the other way. Dews bringing it up the court, finds Altus, who gets her 2nd bucket of the game, and she's got all 4 points this quarter.
She leads all Eagles for the game.
And that one tipped out by Al Tholes. So now Puglisi set to inbound. Finds Pineda, gives the handoff over to Valarelli. And that one's taken away from Pineda.
And Dobbs has come with a number of these strips and steals. Yeah. They're getting a little bit better score on the points because they're looking for the inside chances instead of settling for the low percentage outside shots.
Right, well now Rhinebeck knows that they're willing to take the shot, so they're a little more willing to close out, and that opens up the inside for them. As Walter gets fouled on the rebound there. So now 6-4 fouls, Rhinebeck with 6, Dobbs Ferry 4.
Trying to play the catch-up game there. We haven't seen anyone go to the line for it yet, but I'm sure it's coming soon.
And that shot off the mark for Pineda. And now Dobbs Ferry comes away, almost a backcourt violation there. That shot up for McCarthy, and it's good. Rattles home, that's her second bucket of the game.
Cameron McCarthy, the 8th grader.
And that gives the Eagles a 5-point lead, and right there they get a steal. Chance to add to it. Al Tholes holding the ball at the 3-point line, finally gives it off to Dews. Gets it inside, and it's good for Ball. And now she has 5 points on the afternoon. So quick timeout here for Rhinebeck, and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, Rhinebeck facing a 7-point deficit out of that timeout, and Coach Toolin probably stressing turnovers, Rob.
Yeah, you have to value the basketball, and that didn't happen there.
Right on cue, we talk turnovers, and now it's a 9-point deficit as Ball puts that one in. Her 7th point of the afternoon.
They're being outscored 12-2 in this quarter. And turnovers have been a major key for Dobbs Ferry in building this lead.
And there we go again. Another turnover as Fanning comes away with that one in the corner. Now back the other way. Ball puts up a shot off the front iron, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up off glass, and that's good. And now she has 9. And really, Dobbs Ferry has turned it up this quarter, I should say.
Fortunate call there for Rhinebeck to travel. And they need to put a little bit more thought into those passes. It's mostly been jumping passes, and you know, if you have to pump fake or whatever you have to do, don't pass if you don't have a clear lane.
So now Rhinebeck setting up their offense. And a kicked ball there. Fortunate that wasn't another turnover.
It could have been if it went off the leg instead of the foot. It would have been live.
Casas into the game for the first time, running the point now. Gives it off for Pineda. Who gets it back, puts up an 18-footer, and that's good. So Pineda with her first bucket of the game and really breaking that drought for Rhinebeck. McCarthy around the defender, gives it off for Trezza, who puts up a shot, no good, and that's Dews with the rebound. Now over to Ball, who gets inside, can't finish. And there we go, another jump ball. We'll stay down on this side as Dobbs Ferry will maintain possession. Minute 31 left here in the second quarter. Dews in it, set to inbound, gets it to Fanning. And that shot put up, and it's good for Trezza, her second bucket of this afternoon. And now it's an 11-point lead for Dobbs Ferry, 26-15. Fortunate Rhinebeck there coming away, not having a turnover on that tipped pass. Puglisi picked up a dribble, looking for a teammate, needs to pass it, finds Walter, puts up a shot off the iron, no good.
foul on Dobbs Ferry, I believe.
Looks like they got Treza, number 23, for that one. That's her first, 5th on the team. And that out to Puglisi, who slips and falls, and it looks like they're gonna get dues on the foul there. So now we're all knotted up at 6 fouls apiece for the two teams.
Ryan needs some big buckets here. Last minute of the half.
And there we go, a quick one there from Panetta. That's her second bucket of the afternoon. As now McCarthy gives it off for Fanning, who puts up a shot, no good. Didn't even hit rim. And we get a travel underneath by Tejeda, who came away with that defensive rebound.
That almost could have been another jump ball call.
That's what I thought.
I guess she must have had possession, because I'm pretty sure you can't travel unless you have the ball.
Right. So 27 seconds left, 12 on the shot clock. Dobbs Ferry tries to go to work. That's Treza who puts in the bucket, 10 seconds left. Her third basket of the afternoon. Now 10 to go, Rhinebeck, no shot clock. Tejeda gets it off to Puglisi, 3 seconds left, 2, 1. Puglisi puts up a shot, and that's off the iron, no good. So we head into halftime with Dobbs Ferry holding a 28-17 lead, and really a big quarter there for Dobbs Ferry as they score 18 of the 24 points there to take that big 11-point lead, Rob.
Yeah, and turnovers just really killed Rhinebeck. They were so good with the ball in the first quarter, and whatever it was, they just lost it. And then they go into the locker room, the halftime break, and see if they can find it again.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly know what Coach Kathy Toolin's going to be telling her team. You have to control the basketball and value it. So we'll be back here with the third quarter on LMC Varsity Sports in just a little bit. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, Ian Sachs alongside Rob Moretti. The start of the second half, and Rhinebeck facing an 11-point deficit after that strong second quarter by Dobbs Ferry. And Rob, what has Coach Toolin been talking about to her team?
Well, we said it going into the break. It's got to be the turnovers. They've got to make smarter decisions with the basketball. They're getting outscored 18-6 in a quarter. It's not that Dobbs has been, shooting at an incredible clip and making ridiculous shots. They've been creating opportunities on defense and getting some pretty easy looks.
And Rhinebeck didn't have that many chances to score the ball because they didn't get the shots off because they turned it over. So looking to combat that now as Rhinebeck starts off with the ball here, and we have Tejeda dumping it off for Valarelli, who gives a cross-court pass, dangerous pass there.
Yeah, she went a little high with it too to make sure it wasn't intercepted.
Now Puglisi can't finish, but Walter does.
Good effort there from Lindsay Walter down underneath the bucket, getting the job done.
Dews thought about it now, whipped around the perimeter, back to Dews, over to Ball. Dews puts this one up, and that's off the front iron, no good, but there's a whistle, and they get Juliet DeRico on the foul there. It's her second.
Not a shooting foul, though.
I guess it was after the release. So now,
good break for Rhinebeck. That could have been 3 free throws.
Yeah. Ball called for steps as she tried to go around the defender, but took that one extra hop.
Yeah, clear, easy call for the official there. See if Rhinebeck can get this deficit a little bit lower.
The first bucket earlier, got it inside 10. Now looking to do some more damage. He's got Puglisi in the corner. Takes a dribble baseline, puts it up, front iron, no good. And now she gets called for the whistle, fighting for that rebound.
Yeah, they got Tejeda for the foul.
So quickly, 2 fouls here on the Panthers, and we're not even a minute and a half into the quarter.
And you like seeing the aggressiveness. You just, obviously as a coach, you'd rather not see the fouls.
Right. And now Tejeda gives it to Valarelli, who gets tied up. It wouldn't be this game if we didn't have some jump balls.
There have been many. I think we're coming up on a dozen pretty soon.
So
But Valarelli kind of bobbled that one, tried to slide it almost like a baseball player to pick it up, and got there at the same time as the defender.
So with that one, that gave it back to Dobbs Ferry, who couldn't finish. As that Tejeda shot, the rebound bounced around, now whipped around into Rico, puts up a shot, no good. Tejeda comes away with the rebound, almost another jump ball there, but the refs didn't call that one.
Gotta love the rebounding here from Ryan-Eck.
Now Tejeda inside, can't finish. Now we go back to a jump ball. Tejeda fortunate they didn't call her for a reach in there. Now the Panthers get possession under their own basket. It'll be Ligori to inbound. She finds a cutting Tejeda, who whips it around for Valarelli, who puts up a shot, and it's good. So now Ryan-Eck within 7. Make it 9 as Dews goes around the defense and puts up a shot and in.
Ryan-Eck though playing a little smarter now. That could have been a foul.
So 2 missed opportunities there at free throws, but now Tejeda makes a nice play there, getting back in transition, and we head back the other way now.
My goodness, this is a different team than what we saw in the second quarter. We got that first quarter team back.
They just need to sustain it, and they're right back in this game. And that shot by DeRico's in and good. What a block there by Tejeda.
Good clean block, all ball, no call.
DeRico looking for a teammate, finds Tejeda, who gets called for steps.
And she kind of went in with that side step and little toe tap. That's enough to get the call.
Lost her footing a little bit there, and in the paint, the traffic got a little flustered. Dews at the top of the key gives it to Altalls. Dews for 3, that one rims out, no good. And it looks like the ball will be given back to Ryan-Eck. 7-point game, 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And beautiful shot there by DeRico, going inside, taking it herself. The lead down to 5 now. As that's Adona over on the far side. Draws the foul from DeRico. That's her 3rd of the affair.
And she's not happy about it either.
Quickly heads over to the bench as Puglisi checks back in.
Panthers have the deficit down to 5. It was 11 at halftime, so they've done half the work.
Well, limiting Dobbs Ferry to just 1 bucket so far this quarter will get them back in the game. As that shot misses, no good, and Altalls can't finish on the putback, and we see another jump ball. We're staying down at that end.
Now, some of these I feel like they're jumping the gun on a few of these jump ball calls. Give them a couple seconds to try to establish possession.
Now quickly to Altalls, who gets the bucket and the foul. And they whistle number 15, Olivia Beach, for that one.
Coach Tula wants a timeout.
Or excuse me, I think it was Tejeda they got on the foul there. We'll take a quick break here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, and after that full timeout, we have Al-Tolls at the free throw line, looking to convert on the three-point play, which would give Dobbs Ferry an 8-point lead, and she does. So now she has 7 points on the afternoon, second most for Dobbs Ferry, as Bull leading the way with 9. Now Valarelli on the far side gets it off to Puglisi. Goes to try to take it herself and gets blocked going up. Looking for the contact, didn't get the whistle.
And fortunate they got the travel there because Puglisi was slow to get up and get back on defense. They were down.
And Fanning didn't realize how open she was. She had an open lane, but couldn't do anything with it as she got whistled for the travel there. So now back, Valarelli looking for a play to materialize. Finds Walter, who gives it off to Pineda, excuse me. Pineda puts up a 3, no good. And you have to wonder what she was thinking with that one.
She might have panicked, I'm not really sure.
Still had about 8 seconds left on the shot clock. As now McCarthy puts up a 3. That one off the front rim, no good. As Puglisi comes away with the rebound but falls down. Luckily finds Walter as we head back the other way with the Panthers.
Puglisi, tough as nails, still kind of hopping around out there, but getting it done. That'll be a backcourt.
And just as fine-tuned on offense as the Panthers were in the first part of this quarter, now getting a little sloppy. Let's see if they can calm down and not see this 8-point deficit get expanded by too much off of that turnover.
They had it down to 5. They had the momentum.
As that shot put up there by Adona, no good, but Dobbs Ferry gets the offensive rebound, and now they're back setting up another play. Al-Tolls gets it out to Vendito, who gets it back inside, and she puts it up and in. And so now Al-Tolls tying ball with the team lead of 9 points. But more importantly, Dobbs Ferry up 10 with 1:56 left here in the third quarter.
It was the last thing Rhinebeck wanted. They had that deficit shrinking. They wanted to keep that going, and obviously it's running into some trouble here.
And getting a little more careless with their passes now, throwing it all over the court. Wow. Fortunately there, Tejeda was able to bounce it off of Duz's knee, but
Tejeda was on her way out of bounds, kind of in midair, just barely missed the baseline with her toe before she went up too.
Valarelli now gets a screen from Tejeda over to Puglisi. 6 on the shot clock, has to do something, gets in the lane, and a jump ball call on her way up. 2 seconds left.
That was a little bizarre. That's either a foul or no call.
So now Panthers 2 seconds to shoot. As Tejeda gets it up, no good, air ball. And it'll be a shot clock violation with 1:33 left here in the third quarter.
It was a good try, though. You have 2 seconds. It's an inbound and shoot play, and she got the shot up, just didn't hit the rim.
Yeah, definitely the shot the Panthers wanted just didn't connect. As Al-Tolls gets called with the up and down. So gives it right back to Rhinebeck. As now the Panthers come away with it. 1:20 left here in the quarter, facing a 10-point hole. As Puglisi inside gets it taken away from her, gets it right back, puts it up and in. Now Puglisi has 4 points on the game.
Nice steal there by Puglisi, creating points on defense.
And a good tie up there by Garcia, forcing the jump ball, and so now Dobbs Ferry will have to inbound under their basket. 21 seconds left on the shot clock, 57 left in the quarter. Gets it into Altolos, gets it taken away from her by Panetta, up ahead for Valerelli, who gets fouled on her layup. She'll go to the line for 2.
Beautiful play there, first with the steal, and then a perfect pass to Valerelli. Just had some traffic there and did what she had to do to draw the foul call.
Vendito called on that foul there. Her team's first of the quarter. That one's in for Valerelli. Now has 5 for the game. With a make here on this one, her 6 will put her in a tie with DeRico and Walter for the team highs. Can't connect. Rebound, batter around. Puglisi puts it back up, and that one knocked out of bounds by Dobbs Ferry.
That was an interesting little sequence there.
So Rhinebeck getting the ball, Dobbs Ferry getting the blocks. And we see it yet again, good defense by Dews, knocking that one out of bounds as Puglisi set to inbound now on the other side of the basket.
Still 28 seconds on the shot clock.
And Valerelli getting away with a beautiful shot there.
And deficit's back down to 5.
And this game just keeps going back and forth from a big lead to a small lead. That 3 off the mark for Ball. And we head back the other way.
And that's a big call for Rhinebeck too. They're gonna need to rack up a few fouls to try to help get it into the bonus in the 4th quarter. If they want to get back in this game, that would be a big help for them.
So shot clock turned off here, 25 seconds left. Panthers looking to hold for one more shot before the end of the quarter. And good aggressive take there by Tejeda. Draws the foul from Fanning. She'll go to the line for 2, 17 seconds left. Tejeda can connect on her 3rd free throw try of the afternoon. Now 1 for 3 from the charity stripe. That one hits. So big there. The Panthers are going to need points from the free throw line if they want to stay in this game. Now down with 4, 10 seconds left. Dews over to Fanning. Fanning back to Dews. Draws the foul from Panetta.
5.2 seconds on the clock, so got a couple seconds to set something up here.
Dews gets it over to Fanning. Fanning goes baseline, puts it up, and no good. And you heard the sighs of relief from the Rhinebeck fans right to her right as now we head to the 4th quarter. Dobbs Ferry leads 35-31. We'll be back with the final quarter here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Rob Moretti here with Ian Sachs. 8 minutes to go. Rhinebeck trailing by 4 against Dobbs Ferry. This should be a very interesting 4th quarter. Puglisi inside, pulls back, puts it up, rebound, and the foul drawn by Lindsay Walter.
And big play there. You get a good aggressive shot inside, no good. Get the offensive rebound, draw the foul, go to the line for 2 shots.
Walter makes the first, and Rhinebeck, they were trailing by 11 at the half. They outscored Dobbs Ferry 14-7 in that 3rd quarter to set the stage here for a very interesting 4th.
Yeah, and with a make here, they could cut it to 2, just 12 seconds into the quarter. That would be big as she misses.
Everything with the bottom of the net, 3-point game. This is Dews, now McCarthy, back to Dews. Opposite side for a ball, runs into some traffic, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Puglisi. And another jump ball call that I'm not sure that I agree with.
No, it looked like Puglisi had it really full possession of it, and then the reach in there by Dobbs Ferry, but Eagles come away with the basketball in the alternating possession era.
You wonder if the refs have somewhere to go. They don't want to call too many fouls. Three ball, nailed it. Juliet Dews, her second three-pointer of the game.
And a huge shot there by Dews, doubling the lead for Dobbs Ferry.
Almost stolen. Panetta, open look at three. That one off the front of the rim, goes out of bounds. Should be Rhinebeck ball, and it is. Went off of Molly Altos, who didn't agree with the call.
Panetta trying to have the equalizer there, just a little short on that one.
And she had the look. Inbound stolen, but goes out of, wait a minute. Just barely, I guess that went out of, that was a weird call. It looks like they blew the whistle before the ball went out, but Puglisi touched it.
Yeah, as Puglisi was coming in from inbounding it, she then tried to save the ball, but pulled her hand back, I guess.
Either that or it was a late whistle. Inbound goes to Walter. That one tipped around, goes out. The Rhinebeck will inbound again, 21 on the shot clock.
Fortunate there for the Panthers that they didn't have that ball taken away. I mean, she threw it right into two Dobbs Ferry defenders.
Foul and one!
Beautiful play there by Valarelli, finishing through contact.
One of the more dramatic and ones you'll see too. She knew she had the foul, and the ball kind of rattled around before going through. She completes the three-point play.
And now Valarelli in double figures with 10, first Panther to do so.
Dobbs responds, stolen. Panetta swiped it away.
More importantly, cut the lead to 3 on that possession, and now gives them a chance to tie it here.
Valarelli trying to push through against McCarthy, picks it up. Puglisi with a spin cycle. Under the bucket, tries to put it up, gets it blocked, gets it back, puts up another and draws a foul.
Good hard play by Puglisi. This kid is tough as nails. She'll go on the floor for the rebound. She'll drive. She's not afraid of contact.
She'll have 2 shots, could make it a 1-point game if she makes both.
She's halfway to doing so as that one rolls in.
2-point game, and has not been this close since early in the second quarter. And 2 big free throws made by Puglisi. It's a 1-point game with 6.5 minutes to go.
And Puglisi 4 of 4 from the free throw line today.
Dews puts it up. No good. Rebound taken by Tejeda. And Valarelli will bring it up. A chance for Rhinebeck to take a lead they haven't had since the early second quarter. Valarelli stripped. Ball on the ground. Jump ball. No surprise there.
No. But that one definitely a good call with the jump ball. The 2 players were dead even locked on the ball.
Alessia Panetta checks out for, I think Dorico just checked back in. She gets the inbound. And she loses the ball. And that'll be a travel. Wow. Could have gone either way. Somebody would have been upset, either a travel or a foul, but I guess they got her for steps before the contact.
Puglisi there with the region, but I guess her presence first forced the turnover.
Big call for Rhinebeck. Valarelli tried to bounce it in. Ball still loose. Walter picks it up. No call as she got the shot blocked. Puglisi with the loose ball. Is that a 3-second call?
Yeah. And Puglisi, not a good angle to have the basketball double team beneath the basket, in between the basket and the baseline. So I would have expected maybe a timeout there, but instead they turned it over on the 3 seconds.
McCarthy, now Dobbs, blocking foul on Valarelli.
So Valarelli, that's her first foul of the game. Now 6 on Rhinebeck, 1 more, and the Eagles will be in the bonus.
The Eagles have 5 team fouls, not too far behind either. Dobbs, across to Bowl. McCarthy, back to Bowl. Dobbs work against Tejeda, and a blocking foul against Tejeda. Disagrees with the call. That's going to put Dobbs on the line with a 1-and-1.
And Tejeda just couldn't move her legs quickly enough there as she was afraid Dobbs would get past her and committed the foul.
She makes the first.
It's her 9th point of the day, so now Dobbs, Bowl, and all 2s all have 9 points. And
here's
now,
number 10.
So now Dobbs is in double figures.
Rhinebeck back to a 3-point deficit. Across to Puglisi. Offensive foul. Puglisi can't believe it.
And Fanning, they're doing a good job establishing position and drawing the foul there. Big play there is now Dobbs Ferry has a chance to go up 5 or maybe even 6 on this possession.
We'll see what they draw up. McCarthy open look at 3. Got it! Big shot for the 8th grader.
Huge shot there. Her first tray of the afternoon and couldn't have come at a more opportune time.
Loose ball picked up by Dobbs. Dobbs to McCarthy. That one rolls out. And a jump ball.
So just as the excitement was building and the team's going back and forth, of course, what do we get? A jump ball.
Timeout on the floor. 4:30 to go in regulation, and Rhinebeck, who had it at 38-37, now trail 43-37. We'll see if they can get it closer, the final 4:30. We'll be right back. Stay tuned to LMC Varsity Sports. It'll be an inbound for Dobbs Ferry. Go up top, shot put up by Fanning, and it's good for 2.
Fanning with the clutch shot there. Builds the lead back up to 8.
And the wheels coming off for Rhinebeck a bit here. They had it down to 1 point. That's when things turned. Still time left.
Rhinebeck needs to work it around, get a quality shot on this possession.
Valarelli draws a foul, team 6th on Dobbs Ferry.
Drawing a foul is always good. You maintain possession an inch closer to getting into the bonus.
Which they will be with the next foul, unless it's offensive. Tejeda, Panetta, got hacked at, no call. Back to Panetta, puts up the 3 off the front iron. Tejeda, offensive rebound. Puts it back up. Just a bit too short. Dobbs quickly pushing the action. And a bucket for Emily Bowl. It's a 10-point lead for the Eagles.
And now Ball's in double figures with 11.
A 9-0 run for Dobbs Ferry. Couldn't be at a worse time for the Panthers.
3:20 left in the game. They have to end this run and make a little run of their own very quickly.
7 on the shot clock. Valarelli puts up a floater, no good. Rebound by Bowl.
And now Dobbs Ferry head coach Eric Bartel telling his team to take it easy, slow it down a little, maybe play a little clock here.
All the way across to McCarthy. Can she hit another? No. Tejeda with the rebound. Ryan Eck needs a big bucket. Almost stolen.
Doesn't have to be a three, it just has to go in.
Big call there.
His bodies collide on the baseline.
Fanning, the freshman, went to the deck. Looks like the foul goes against Lindsay Walter. It's offensive.
So now 2.5 minutes and a 10-point lead for Dobbs Ferry as they walk the length of the court to get to go to the free throw line for McCarthy. Or excuse me, that's Fanning.
No one went to the line because of the offensive foul. That one tipped. Tejeda comes up with it. They got to make a smart play here. Puts it up. No good. Right into the hands of Dukes. Bull, and that one stripped away. A good play by Valarelli to at least interfere with and interrupt the look.
Valarelli doing a good job not fouling on that play, but still getting back in time and disrupting the play.
Fanning puts it up. No good. Gets her own rebound and fouled on the second try.
Looks like they whistled Panetta for that foul there.
Dobbs Ferry now in the double bonus. Not that it mattered on the shooting foul, but missing the first was Fanning. Juliette DeRico checks back in. Alessia Panetta to the bench. Fanning with her second attempt. That one's good. And back out to the 11-point lead they had at halftime is Dobbs Ferry. It's a 10-0 run.
So all the work Rhinebeck did to get back into the game, all for naught now, as we have 120 seconds left and still with an 11-point deficit.
Puglisi puts it up, foul, and she'll head to the line for two.
That was Fanning on the foul there, her second. And so now, for what it's worth, Rhinebeck will be in the bonus.
Off the front of the rim.
Puglisi, her first miss at the free throw line today. She was 4 for 4.
That one off as well.
So the wheels coming up hard for Rhinebeck here, as they've only been held to 6 points this quarter.
Dobbs happy to just pass the ball around here, waste out some of that clock.
Now shot clock under 10, they're gonna start looking for a shot.
That's a walk. Good call by the official. At least he didn't call it a jump ball.
Yeah. But the big thing there is that 27 seconds taken off of the play clock there.
Puglisi puts up a three. No good. Rebound by Walter. Now DeRico on the second opportunity. Just a hair too strong. Dobbs takes over.
Now
slow again.
Now 1 minute left, 11-point lead. Dobbs Ferry.
Rhinebeck's not even going to foul here. Oh well,
nope.
Maybe they will.
There's the foul.
That'll send Dews to the line for two as they're in the double bonus.
And so, unfortunate way to see it end for Rhinebeck is they made such a good comeback, cutting the lead to 1, but just could never get over that hump.
Dews makes the first.
And with that one in, Dew's now 12 points on the game, and she's the leading scorer for both teams.
So Rhinebeck can do the last 45. That one put up by Valarelli, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Rhinebeck ball.
So the Panthers getting another crack at trying to cut into this 13-point lead with 41 seconds left.
Tejeda puts up a three. Just a bit too strong. And a foul. McCarthy took the contact on the inbounds attempt. And she'll head to the line for two, 36.8 seconds to go.
And it looks like that was Tejeda's 5th on that play, so she's done for the afternoon, 2 points.
Something happened there. No basket was the call. Oh, well, Rhinebeck only had 4 players on the court.
Yeah.
That explains it.
Yeah, I think Tejeda knew that she fouled out and went off, and she was the only one that knew.
We still have 2 shots here. Missed the first.
And that's what you hate to see. You make one, it's
didn't count.
Disqualified. Then when it does count, you miss them both. Not that it really matters in the outcome now.
Panetta puts it up, finally breaking the run. And a foul. It was a 12-0 run that Dobbs was on, and it's really where the game, it was 38-37, and it was 50-37 before that bucket.
That was the game right there. As, you know, 1-point game before that, and then right now it's a 12-point differential and 12-0 run.
Dew's making a whole lot of her free throws. Broadcasters jinx. Shot clock off. Puglisi puts it up. No good. Rebound by Altols, and she gets fouled by Puglisi.
And Puglisi not giving up on this game yet. Even down 12 still. Putting up threes and fouling and trying to extend this contest as much as possible.
It's down to 15.5 seconds now. But if they keep fouling, it will take considerably longer than that.
Yeah.
Making the first was Altols.
Now she's in double figures with 10.
She makes them both.
So 3 Eagles in double figures on the afternoon. You have Altols with 11, Ball with 11, and Dews with a game-high 13.
Valarelli puts up the 3 and nails it. 10 seconds to go.
Now it's a 9-point lead.
Why not one more 3-pointer at home for the senior, though?
Yeah.
Final score 53-42, and Ian, this is a game where Rhinebeck looked good, and then they didn't look good, and then they looked good, and then they didn't look good.
Yeah, well, if Rhinebeck can make the looking good more than the 50-50 looking good, not looking good, then, you know, they could put a run together in the tournament, but definitely you saw stretches of brilliance and stretches of struggle.
Well, we'll break it down for you, wrap it all up. That coming up next. Once again, the final score, 53-42, Dobbs Ferry. And we'll be right back with the postgame show here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Back one more time on the post-game show here along with Ian Sachs. I'm Rob Moretti, wrapping up a 53-42 win by Dobbs Ferry over Rhinebeck. And Ian, like we said right before we came into the break, Rhinebeck looked good in the first quarter. They looked good in the third quarter. And they even looked good for part of that fourth quarter, but they had it within one, and then that 12-0 run by Dobbs just changed everything on a dime.
Yeah, well, Rhinebeck couldn't come away with a stop, really, it seemed, during that run, and gave up 18 fourth-quarter points. I mean, that's going to be tough to win a game when you do that.
Now, they are still going to the playoffs. They've already clinched that much. 8-9 record now. Dobbs Ferry improving to 11-5, but you definitely see some things where if they can do the things they did well consistently, they might be able to surprise some teams in sectionals.
Well, one thing that they absolutely have to do is take care of the basketball. Turnovers become that much more detrimental come playoff time, and that's something that we really saw here today, where turnovers, they limit that, they're right in this ball game.
Certainly agreed, and that'll do it for us here on LMC Varsity Sports for this one. The Executive Director of LMC TV is Eric Lewis. The Associate Director, Matt Sullivan. Community Sports Producer is me, Rob Moretti. Camera crew today, Tom Saporito, Matt Meyerson, and Kevin Duarte. And one more time alongside Ian Sachs, I'm Rob Moretti, saying thanks for watching and stay tuned. A big game coming up next. It's the Mamaroneck boys basketball team taking on White Plains, and that's next on LMC TV.